Hey there. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to launch a product-based side hustle selling an info product. So an info product is basically an information product. And what it is you packaging expertise and information, valuable information, and instructions about a particular area that you happen to be very knowledgeable about, and then you make that knowledge uh, available to others in the form of a course or maybe an ebook or a membership program, some kind of information type product that people can access on demand and be able to consume on their own. So there are all kinds of info products that you could create. For example, let's say you are an accounting teacher, you are really good at accounting. You could literally package up like a supplementary study course for high school accounting students that want to ace their accounting exams or that want to do well on the AP accounting or some other kind of standardized testing for accounting. Then, you package up like a 10-hour course, um, everything they need to know in order to do well on their exams. And that's an information product. Now, you can apply this to whatever type of expertise you have. Maybe you are a fitness coach. So your expertise has nothing to do with accounting. You just package up a fitness course. Or maybe you are an expert at self-defense and martial arts. So you could create like a 3-hour basics of martial arts course. And that's what you're going to package and sell. So those are the different kinds of information products that you could create and launch. So your very first step is gonna be you need to create an ideal client avatar. An ideal client avatar is basically just looking at who is the kind of person that I can most help with the kind of information that I have. So for example, if I'm launching let's go back to the accounting course example. If I'm a high school accounting teacher, uh, that's my area of expertise. Then I can pick my ideal client avatar is gonna be obviously like a high school kid. Like I can help a 16, 17-year-old high school kid who is obsessed about accounting and wants to do well. Now that could be your ideal client avatar. So having an ideal client avatar is gonna focus you precisely on the right kind of product you need to make, as well as how to actually deliver the product, as well as how to actually market and talk about the product. If you try to do a product-based side hustle without an ideal client avatar, you can get scattered all over the place, and that's where you get lost because you don't know who your target customer should be, and it takes you so much longer. Like you can go literally a year without landing any clients, customers in your side hustle because you really haven't nailed it down, right? Like you're all over the place. So that's where you need to narrow it down, use this client avatar um, you know idea to really narrow down on who you're gonna sell. So pick out your ideal client avatar and then create a product concept, a product idea. So in our case, the product idea is just so simple because with an information product, it's basically a course, ebook, or learning program that guides the person from where they are to where they want to go. So for example, they haven't passed the high school accounting standardized test, but they want to be somebody that has passed that test and done really well in it. If it's a martial arts course, they know nothing about kung fu. They want to end up being somebody that's a master at kung fu. They if it's a music course, like a singing course, their voice is terrible. They don't know how to sing. They want to sing like a rock star. So it's the product concept is basically just what does this ideal client avatar want the most from me that I can help them with, and how do I create a product? What's the product that takes them from where they are to where they want to be? So that's your product concept. Product concept, you should not be spending 5 hours on this. This is something that you can do in literally 5-10 minutes. You don't even need to write anything out. You can do this in your head. Where is the person currently and where do they want to go? And so that's your product concept. Is my product is gonna be a course that takes them from knowing nothing about Kung Fu to being a master. From knowing nothing about the game of basketball to being able to play like Michael Jordan. And if you got those kinds of skills, maybe you should drop a comment if you can really do that for people. So that's the product concept. Now, the next step, guys, is you want to create what's known as a minimally viable product. And this is an overused term. It comes from the software development world. So it's all about what it is in a nutshell is you're just gonna create a product that doesn't take a lot of time. Just like in the product concept step, you don't want to spend days on this. In the minimally viable product, I recommend that you take just 1 weekend, just 2 days literally, to create a course. Now you might say like, I'm not ready, I don't know what to create. Timing it and constraining it to just a weekend means that you're gonna create a small course. You're not gonna create the magnus opus. And that's not what you don't want to create the magnus opus of singing courses. That's not the job. The job at the minimally viable product stage is just create the most basic course that you can create that packages all you know about the topic that's gonna be useful. Do it in just 2 days. Don't worry if you are creating video tutorials that are part of your course or that are gonna go in your membership program. Don't worry if the videos are not perfect. Don't worry if you're writing out text lessons, typing out text lessons in like a Google Doc, and that's gonna be like a little ebook. Don't worry that it's only 10 pages long, because that's all you could manage in 2 days, and that it's not 500 pages. If you spend a month writing a 500-page book, you're actually wasting time. At the minimally viable stage, you don't have customers, you don't have an audience online. If you spend a month creating a product, you're wasting your time. I hope I make that as clear as possible, guys. You're making a big mistake. Literally 2 days is all we have. 2 days. After 2 days, even if you got 20 other modules you need to write, you cut it off. You cut it off. And you're never gonna create those until after you have actual paying clients. So just create the most basic thing you can do in literally 2 days. Don't bother polishing it. Keep it rough, keep it basic. It's supposed to be rough and authentic. It's an early stage, minimally viable product. Now that you've done this, the next stage is you want to create an online presence on social media, talking about your product and the problem that it solves for the ideal client avatar. So you're gonna go, I recommend you go and create a YouTube channel. You go create an Instagram page. You also go and create a TikTok and probably like a Facebook personal profile, which you probably have the Facebook. So create all these other ones as well and start producing content daily talking about your product and the problem that it solves for that person. So for example, for the accounting course, you could go on there and talk about how to pass your high school accounting exam, and you could be talking about that every single day. Same thing for the singing course. You could go on online every day and talk about how to become a great singer even if your voice sounds terrible. And this is what you talk about every day, and you start talking about the course and you say, hey, by the way, I've created a simple course that I have, and you don't even need to sell it for money at this stage. You can simply say, if you want it, leave a comment and I can give you access. And then the next step that you're gonna do is, now you actually want to start getting some sales. So initially, you don't have to sell your product for a lot of money. You could basically make it free for anybody that comments that they're interested. What you want to do is, you want to give people access to the raw. That's why you should not make this a super polished course, because you might not make any sales in the beginning. You don't want to waste that time crafting something that's not going to get a lot of sales. So just make it available, probably for free, to whoever. But you say, hey, if you want it, you have to drop a comment, and then I can message you and I'll give you access personally. And what you're doing now is, you start collecting feedback from these people that are taking your course for free. And after like maybe 5 or 10 people have signed up for the course for free, now you can put a price tag for future people that are interested. You can say, now the price is gonna be $50 or $100 or $200. However much money is correlated with the value that the course provides, right? Like obviously something very important, like a first aid emergency medical aid course is obviously gonna be more valuable than something else that is really throwaway, kind of like how to slice pineapples or, or something like that, or how to collect seashells or something like something that's really really basic and small. But you could make $1,000 seashells course. It depends on the level of sophistication and the level of expertise that's involved in that the course teaches, right? So there is no cap to how much you can charge for your course. But in the beginning, on your very first course, make it free for like the first 5 to 10 people that are interested in getting it, and then put whatever price tag you feel comfortable charging from then on. Now, as you go along on your journey, you want to, now once you have customers, you don't do this before you have customers. You only do this when you have people paying for the course. Then you can create a version 2 that's more elaborate. And then you sell that for like the next year or two. And after version 2, then you can sell version 3. And on you go. And that's how you create your product-based side hustle, selling an info product. If you need more resources to help you on the process, you can check out some of my free resources. The links will be in the description.